Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are playing the Demonology update. So it recently, if you haven't looked, Demonology just had an update. It is their newest update, their newest major update. So they revamped a couple maps so we can look exactly. So they remodeled a couple new ghosts. They remapped the prison. They remapped Fenway Drive. They have now a new cursed object, the magnifying glass. Two new ghosts, which we will, look. And ghostwriting has been renamed to inscription. The journal is a bit different, the UI, and the lobby looks a bit different. And some other changes like some settings and some bug fixes. Go support Demonology. They're doing a great job, the devs. And let's drop straight in. This is not my first game. I did play one game just to look. We are going to buy everything we want. We are going to go with Fenway Drive since that was one of the maps that got revamped. So we can go ahead and go in. There's no new challenges, sadly, but let's just go ahead and start the game. So, the first thing you will see when you get in is the UI. There is now 2 pages. The UI is a bit different, how it's like up here. As you can see, ghostwriting is now an inscription. There's a bit more colorful. And also we have property of demonology solutions. Everything like that. The icons are the same for the most part. But we have 2 new ghosts. So let's go through those. So we have the first one. The oh yeah, you can also select things like that, but okay. So we have the Ravager. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. They are violent, and during huntings, they love to throw multiple objects, and every object they throw on the ground will leave an EMF level 5. So it's actually really easy to find out if they're the ghosts you have or not. So this is nice. Obviously, there's some new tips for you to have. The second is the Vesper. They are honestly a pretty cool one. This is probably my favorite out of the 2. They are like blind, kinda. They're like blind, so they can only rely on sound, and they can track you with sound through the walls. So when hunting, you don't actually have to hide. You just have to not move. If you move, it can kill you, even if you're hiding. So, kinda, yeah. If you die, it probably is this guy. If you're playing with other friends, it's good to know if someone dies while moving, but you're in a closet or safe. Yeah, it's scary. So, be careful when you're seeing them. Obviously, they can't go through walls, so they can't come outside or anything like that, but they can track you through the wall. So that's a bit scary. Let's go ahead and go in. So we have to escape a hunt. We need to witness the ghost breaking glass, and we also needed to burn a cross. As you can already tell, there are way more details, which is always great with maps. It's always nice that they add little details even though, nothing's happening. So we're just gonna go ahead and go in. We're gonna place our... Oh, and we already get the new object. So we're just gonna go put this outside. That's a really good find. I was afraid that I was gonna have to do a couple runs to see that. What else do we want to bring in? Let's bring in this. So we ever cross this down, you know, let's go ahead and... most of the time I would have multiple players, but let's, for a solo run, let's go ahead and get everything inside. Let's get a camera with us, you know. Let's get the things we want. We need to find the ghost room. That's definitely an important thing. Let's check for ghost orbs. Most of the same thing still, you know, it's the same. You want to check for ghost orbs. You want to be careful. Don't get caught out. Okay. I don't think there's ghost orbs. Let's just check on the garage. Okay, no ghost orbs. So, no ghost orbs. That's good. I'm going to move this cross more over here. Let's just make sure we already have a laser down. They are turning off the lights a bit more, which is a bit scary. Some other things is they also change, I'm pretty sure, some ghost abilities. So, some things are different. Pretty sure the Leviathan is a bit different. They can flicker equipment. So, it's just like the ghoul, how they can't flicker. So, if you see them flickering equipment, you know it's the Leviathan. And then they can also disable lights outside of hunts. So, just note that. Let's go ahead and get a plushie inside. I just was able to unlock this item, thankfully. This item, if you haven't seen it, what it does is it allows you to use the spirit box. So, it's just... Okay. That's pretty cool. So, we have laser, if you didn't see it. Let's get laser. We know it's in here, so I'm going to immediately trap it in here with assault. Confirm it's not some other things. Now, it's also not a specter, because it's moving away from things. So let's cross that out. Let's go ahead and place one more salt right there. Let's go ahead and get the... What else should we get? Let's get some passive equipment, which is, you know, the book and the flowers. Some passive equipment. Now, if you didn't notice, it can't be a skinwalker, and it can't be a Vex. So that automatically we know it definitely has the thing, which is right here. So, okay. I'm gonna move it right here. Hopefully it withers it. Let's go get the book. And we're just gonna, you know, trickle some information in. This is my normal play, so it's not that hard for me. You know, normal play for me isn't that hard. The game isn't that scary when you know how to play. If you have crosses, you know how to play, then it's not that scary. We're gonna get this in first. I would like to see it go over the salt so we can test for footprints. Also, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. It probably... Okay. It could be an entity. It could be an entity because what I saw was it could be in this bedroom, but I didn't see it in here. And it didn't walk over the salt. And it can be a raft, which, if you don't remember, rafts don't look footprints, and an entity can teleport. So either it was in here, but it wasn't hearing my spirit box. Even though it's right there, the red light will show up. So also the lights are off. That's one reason it probably isn't responding. But it could be in the bed. I mean, it could have been in this living room and I just didn't see it. Or could have left and it could have went over this but didn't count because it was a wraith. Or it could have teleported because it was an entity. We will figure that out. I'm going to try to get a picture of it if I see it again. And we are just going to try to get some more information. Okay, so we know it's a wrath. Or an entity. I'm pretty sure it will be a wraith. Because we can see... Okay, the lights are flickering. Oh. I'm pretty sure this is a ghost event. We don't have that objective. But, you know. Okay. And if you're gonna ask, wait, doesn't that mean it's the new thing? Well, first of all, it can't. But that's because that's just a ghost event. That's just a normal thing. So we know it's it's either an entity or a wraith. I think it's more likely to be a wraith, but we want to make sure, you know. Okay. Use the spirit box. I need to turn the lights off. Oh gosh. Okay, so it's not spirit box. It could still be an entity. And the reason it's not spirit box is because remember the plushie, when it levitates, okay, it burned across. But when it levitates, you use the spirit box, and it is guaranteed to talk to you if it has spirit box. So it is not a spirit box guy. Okay, we have a 3. It said a 3, but that's fine. We could test it again, but, you know, we don't have to. It's either an entity or... I don't think it could be a wraith anymore. Because wraith has spirit box. So that's kind of circled out, meaning it could very most likely be a entity. And it can't be a skinwalker. The key idea is it can't be a skinwalker. If we didn't write out laser, it could very much be a skinwalker, and it just have mimic other ghost abilities. Okay, yeah, so it just ran over. I don't know. This is very tricky. I want to get a picture of it. Oh gosh. That's a bit scary. That's another scary thing. What do we do? Okay, so it burned across. I don't know if that counted. It did count. So that's a bit scary. Let's move this across a bit closer. I would like it to float the thing just one more time so we could test, because I'm a bit iffy. Okay, so I just said it's now over here. It's a bit iffy, honestly. I can't tell if it is or if it isn't. I don't know. It's either an entity or it's a wraith, as I've been saying. I personally think it's a wraith. That's why I'm testing again and again. I can't seem to land that idea. We also haven't gotten that many photos. Okay, so it is guaranteed to be a wraith. We just saw it ran over. Okay. There's no way around it anymore. Oh, guys. Oh, you're gonna be disappointed. I was circling EMF. See, I make mistakes just as you guys. So, it says... Okay. That's another cross. I'm gonna go out here to look. Just keep burning crosses. It can be a wraith. It is definitely a wraith. It could be entity, but I'm pretty sure it is a wraith because we saw it with the laser going over the salt, not teleporting, going over the salt, and it didn't work. So, it's pretty much guaranteed to be wraith. So, now we gotta do some other challenges. First, we already did the breaking glass and cross. Now we just have to escape a hunt. So we could just go in there, do the hunt, and leave. I do need to get... Oh yeah, a new update also for breaking glass. There's like a little sound effect if you run over it and stuff. Let's get the gun also. I also have a lot more stuff that I'm not using. It's usually just there if I want it. It's not needed. I don't know where the salt is, the glass. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over here. Oh, that was a miss. So it's hunting right now. We have a couple photos left. We can't take a picture of it again. And the race is really tricky. And that's because you can't take photos of salt. And so, really, it's really tricky because you can only take pictures of crosses, the ghost, and then a ghost event. Really, that's kind of it. Now, you can take friendly fire, but I'm in a single player world, so that's not going to work. So the only thing I can do is I can take a picture of a ghost event. But is that needed? Yes and no. You don't have to. But I like to get as most money as I can. But with the Wraith, the problem is you can't. You just can't. It's very sad that you can't. And that's the problem. Is a Wraith is really tricky. If you only have one player, it's because it can't go over the salt. And it hasn't gone over the salt. That's one of the reasons I never thought it was the entity. Is because it would have gone over the salt by now. But it didn't. And I'm pretty sure there's no ghost orbs. Okay, well, Wraith has ghost orbs. So, we could go check for ghost orbs. That's a very good thing we could do. We have a gun. We also can just survive. I want to use the magnifying glass. I don't actually know what it does. I'm pretty sure it just starts the hunt. Let's see. What happens? Does it get to a... Is it teleporting? No. Also, look, it literally just went over that salt, did it not? Did you not just see it go over that salt, guys? Yeah. It's pretty much guaranteed to be the Wraith at this point. The Wraith, if we don't know, has EMF, laser, spirit box. We could go in there and try to see if it has EMF. But guys, again, we don't have to. Like, if you were low money, just go. There's no need to stay forever and just waste. Because if you die, you get negative 35. So, let's not die. But also, going in there is fine. Now, look, it just went over that salt again, by the way. And a lot of you are like, what if it went over there? It went around the salt. It can't do that. It can't do that. I have done this many times. It cannot go around. So, make sure you lock in your guess. And guys, that was, you know, this update is beautiful. And it is none other than a Wraith. I am leveled up to level 30, 645. So I gained around $200. This is all things. Challenges, no rewards. I didn't do a challenge. Difficulty, gave me some money. Game Pass multiplier. I got all the crosses. We did all the objectives. You didn't die. And we identify the ghost. Honestly, guys, I take it a win if you identify the ghost and you do most of the challenges. Good job. Wraith is a hard one. And, you know, if you haven't played this update, go play it. It came out like 2 days ago from when I'm recording this. Go play it. Go with some fun. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.